parts in the Indian economy right now. We spoke to top market experts at JPMorgan on India's growth outlook going forward. Let's listen in to understand their views on the key headwinds and tailwinds impacting the Indian economy right now. Have a look.
The Indian economy is far less exposed to export as a driver of the overall economy, at least on the good side, relative to most of the rest of Asia. And so on a relative basis, if we're trying to understand the impact, India actually looks reasonably good because goods exports are not the driver of the economy. It's really been the services side that has been most interesting. The idea that the world will continue to leverage India as the office of the world, I think, is still a very compelling conversation and drives a lot of investor interest in this market. Multiple drivers of incremental demand, particularly in rural India, which is a core line of analysis that we've continued to focus on. So you have a combination of a better than expected monsoon, reasonably good macroeconomic backdrop, paired or tripled with the GST rate cut that the government just pushed through. You have multiple idiosyncratic drivers of rural demand, consumption demand here in India that have nothing to do with the broader trade conversation. And so really keying into those sectors, so consumer staples, consumer discretionary, financial services is something that we've been very focused on.
I think from a macroeconomic stability perspective, placed very well. I think over the last 10 or 11 years, in fact, going back all the way to 2013, there's been this institutionalization of macroeconomic stability since the taper tantrum. An inflation targeting framework, a large war chest of foreign currency reserves, a very credible fiscal framework, low external imbalances. So I think no reason to worry at all if there's global volatility. We've gone from being in the fragile five to being a safe haven economy. But I think on on growth, we shouldn't underestimate the role of exports in India's growth performance. Exports have been a key driver, even though they're 22% of GDP. They've been a key driver of growth over the last 3 decades.